driving on I-45 in Houston, Texas by himself.
Wearing a mask.
There's the first Golden Finger Award. Welcome to the closing table with the Money Guys, Sidney Young and Jared Parrish. This episode is being brought to you by Allura Financial, AlluraFinancial.com, your source for real estate investment funding. Now, presenting the Money Guys. Hey, this is Sidney Young.
And Jared Parrish.
And we're talking about your money. That's right. Here we are. We took a, what did we call it? A few week break. 2 week break.
Well, we took a break, just technical issues.
Okay, we had to find the specific stuff, and you almost got, like, I wouldn't say ripped off because you were smarter than that,
Yeah.
but people tried to sell them equipment that didn't work. Mm-hmm. But Jared, being the smart man he is, he wouldn't plug it in and say, hey, this don't work.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, if you're ever buying anything online, make sure that you go ahead and try it out first.
You know, because he tried to get some stuff. Thank God he made him meet him here at the office, so it wasn't like in the back alley somewhere.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
Yeah, that's what she told you. And so, like, he come here, he tried it out, didn't work. Told the guy, hey, can't pay, it didn't work. So he went and bought some brand new equipment, and guess what? It works. Amazing how that works. Well, speaking of work,
Yep.
show
Don't
the
you
back.
hate that?
No, show the background what you rode to work. I don't know if y'all can see in the background back there. It's a motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
Jared drove his motorcycle. So I'm sitting here this morning looking out the window. Okay, working. I'm sorry. I said looking out the window.
Generally working.
And I see this Harley pulling up, and this guy on it. He's got the what's that what was that Army show where they had that cap on?
I have no idea what you're
That
talking
one.
about.
Anyway, and Jared's pulling up on this motorcycle with his Army helmet on.
Yep. Yeah.
That's there he is.
Covers the old noggin.
There's the president of Allura Financial. Man, I'll tell you, so much has happened. Well, one, we got a new team member, our executive vice president, if I can speak correctly.
Yeah, Mr.
John Garr. Yeah, he's a new addition to the team. He comes up here and he just like takes over, doesn't he?
Yeah. One thing is great. You know, when you bring new people into a team, and some people sit around waiting for instruction.
He don't.
No.
No.
John's the guy. He came in and just boom, right away, he got to work.
He did, and he's very good at going to lunch. I like that.
Yeah. You know what? Some of us are really talented at going to lunch. Some of us are really talented.
You know me, brother. I don't eat breakfast, so at 11 a.m., I'm like, dude, it's time to eat, man.
That's it.
John's going to be a great addition to the team here, senior executive vice president. He's putting teams together. He's putting deals together. He's doing quite a bit for Allura Financial, and you're going to hear more about him. He will actually be on our next podcast live. It'll be 3 of us on there from now on. Mm-hmm. It'll be fun. Also, man, we've expanded our minds and our business minds, if the two can combine, into another realm. Allura Financial, primarily, our bread and butter we do today is private funding.
Yep.
But there's a lot of other things going on in the world in finance other than private funding.
Yep, they're actually probably the majority of it's not private funding.
There you go. Is that why the phone wasn't ringing? No.
I think that's why. Yeah, starting next year.
Yeah.
We're gonna start rolling it out throughout the end of this year, but really hitting it hard next year. Allura Financial will now be doing conventional loans, FHA loans, and
VA, the whole
VA,
9 yards.
USDA.
Doing the NMLS licensing process right now.
So rock and roll with that.
Yes. And another thing, the Mortgage Rescue Program has expanded now.
Yeah, with the Mortgage Rescue Program, anyone listening to this, there's a lot of people out there that took a forbearance plan with their mortgage back when COVID hit. It's a major risk for the homeowner. If anyone's ever having problems with that, if they're not sure what the hell a forbearance plan is, if they're worried about losing their home, even if they just have some questions as far as how it works, please reach out to us here at Allura Financial. Go to AlluraFinancial.com. We would be more than happy to answer the questions and see if there might be something we could do to help. If not, we could at least lead someone into the right direction to save their home and prevent foreclosure.
I mean, I don't want to turn this podcast to a commercial, but we got a very unique deal worked out. We can actually rescue you from foreclosure, and not only does that means we purchased a home, but we can also lease that home back to you for a year. While during this year you work on getting your credit fixed, and then you can purchase the home back.
That's if we're not able to prevent the foreclosure in the first place. If we're able to assist with some kind of modification or deferment, we can help you with that. But I mean, worst comes to worst, if you're still not working right now, if you're not working right now, a deferment or a loan modification is not going to really work for you because you need to show income. We have options to be able to help you stay in your home and help you basically rebuild your financial life.
So we got a lot going on. You know, this podcast is not about an advertisement for Lure Financial, but if you need private funding, go to lurefinancial.com, 833-896-6639. There's my pitch. What we really like to do is get on here. We talk about the general public, talk about things happening in the world. Of course, we are the money guys. We talk about money as well. And later on today, we're going to give away the Golden Finger Award.
Golden Finger
The Golden
Award.
Finger.
Yeah. We will reveal the winner of that award today. So I mean, I don't want to get political on anything,
Dude, you can't help but get political.
I know, man. What the hell is
I know.
going on
Where's
with
Kanye
this?
when you need him?
Right? I could just imagine the things he would Google if he actually became elected. It's like, how do you run a country?
How do you do this? Do you need to file taxes? Yes or no?
Right, no joke. No, but it's. I mean, we're not here to support either party, but we will sit here. And
But
go,
we do
"What
like
the-"
supporting parties.
We do like supporting
Yes,
parties.
we do like supporting parties.
But what the hell? I mean, this thing's probably going to last another month or two.
Yeah,
We're
well,
probably-
I
we're
don't think
probably-
on that long. I follow the thing. I think one guy is kind of winning, and the other guy is going to say, you know.
Yeah,
What the heck?
but see, that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was Trump that won, even if Trump won by a landslide.
Yeah.
Then they still would have said we want to recount. There was fraud, and the same thing with Biden. Biden wins. I mean, they're already saying that they want to do recounts on multiple states, like 3 or 4 states already.
Dude, here's the thing. Whether it's Biden wins, Trump wins, I got bad news for you. You still got to get your ass up in the morning and get over here to this office, okay?
Yep. Yeah, I like the one that says it doesn't matter who wins the election. The problems in your life are still your fault.
Damn, I was going to blame someone. So this election thing will be over soon, and we can move on to bigger and better things like COVID. Huh?
Yep.
I miss COVID. Don't you miss COVID?
Fuck no.
Well, on a serious
How
note,
can you
COVID
miss it if all of the problems of it are still lingering around? I'm tired of having to put a goddamn face mask on.
Dude, I keep
to
forgetting
walk
my
into a
damn
restaurant.
mask.
I forget it. I'll lose mine. I mean, the other day I walked into a gas station to go pay for my gas, and I just forgot my mask. And I walk in. This lady thought I was in there with a gun trying to kill
Well,
people.
at least
Where's your mask? Where's your mask?
I went to freaking CVS. I didn't have a mask on because I forgot to wear one, and the lady said, "Thank you for wearing your mask." Thinking, am I that
Wow.
damn ugly?
Someone actually being appreciative.
I wasn't even wearing one.
Yeah, or like my brother gives me hell. He's like, really? Is it that hard to remember it?
Oh, because your brother's in the medical field. He wears one 24/7.
Yeah, he wears one all the time.
Us commoners, okay,
Yeah,
we don't
local-
walk around with masks. And, okay, here, we're going to do 2 Golden Finger Awards. I got a first Golden Finger Award. The first Golden Finger Award goes to the idiot driving on I-45 in Houston, Texas by himself. in
Wearing
his
a
car,
mask.
wearing a mask. There's the first Golden Finger Award. You freaking idiot. What, are you going to catch it from yourself?
I know.
How do you justify that?
Like Bill Engvall, here's your sign.
I'm almost wrecked staring at him like, come on, man, take it
no
off.
joke. Oh man, it's insane. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people. Or you'll have the couple, and it's I'm not kidding. I was in traffic and I looked in my rearview mirror and I saw 2 people, a man and a woman. Both of them were wearing masks.
Could have been man to man, but you're okay with that.
Yeah, no, not that there's anything wrong with
Nothing
it.
wrong with that. It's right.
So, no, it was man and woman in the car, and man was driving, woman was the passenger, and both of them were wearing a mask.
Yeah.
And I look up just at the time, both of them pulled their mask down, gave each other a kiss, and then put their masks back on.
They were educated.
It's like, oh yeah, that mask is doing a great job for you.
Okay. And then my other dilemma, now I'm all for the mask at certain places and times. My other dilemma is, What's the thing? You walk through the door of the restaurant, you have to wear it to sit down and wear it to go to the restroom, but you don't have to wear it to eat. And why do you have to wear it to leave? Because if you don't put it on, they're going to throw you out anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
it's sort of like a permission slip when you're a
hold on,
kid, a hallway slip.
Here's my question, okay? This is how much we truly believe in the mask, okay? Think of it like this. Someone walks into your house or
Yeah.
your office,
Yeah.
and you're within 6 feet,
Yeah.
and they're wearing a mask. Some people are like, oh, thank you for wearing a mask. I want to be protected. What if you knew that they had COVID-19? How protected are you going to feel? Are you going to think, oh no, oh wait, but he's got a mask?
Carlos came to visit today. He had no mask on.
I come in here every day with no mask on.
I think you got it, too. You look like you got it.
I probably look like the type that would have it. But we had a guy come in.
Oh, yeah, that had it.
We had a guy.
This was months ago.
This was months ago. Well, he had already gotten over it, allegedly. And he came in with a mask on.
Yeah. We didn't get it, though.
He didn't have it.
You said he had it.
He was over it. He had it.
Oh,
Past tense.
I got you. Okay.
The moment he leaves, we're sanitizing everything.
Oh, yeah. That's
Masks don't mean shit.
well, no, it does, actually. The mask is proven has cut down numbers on COVID. The thing is, when is the protocol to wear one? And somebody should be capitalizing on these masks.
Oh, they are.
Somebody should
there's
be
a
selling
lot of people.
advertising. It should be doing toothpaste advertising.
Should we do Allure financial masks? Just start
Allure
giving them
financial
away?
masks? Because if we can't get you money, you can at least breathe better. Hey, here's what's going to happen. We're going to take a short commercial break. We come back. We have a lot more to talk about. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
1, 2, 3.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up at Sam Goody. Over 10,000 gifts under $15. The latest music from pop to jazz. Smash hit movies from children's favorites to thrilling adventures. Or blank tape and more. Wrap up all your holiday shopping at Sam Goody. Goody got it.
All right, welcome back to the Money Guys. That's
The
the best
Money
self, Sidney Young and
Jared Parrish.
And you know why? Because we're going to talk about your money because we got
Yo
your
money.
Now, I want to talk about something that we've been capitalizing on. I say capitalizing. Our strength, our forte, our thing that Allure Financial, and we're going to talk a little bit about Allure Financial for a minute, that we do that's unique and different from the others, and that's our fix and flip program. We have funds for people that time is the issue, man. You went and found a fix and flip today, you put it under contract, and you need to like close yesterday. Guess what? How many days, Jared?
Well, 2 to 3, depending on title.
Yeah,
I mean,
3 days.
We're going to have the loan ready before title's even
Yeah,
ready.
title won't clear, and we're all ready to fund. We run the numbers instantly. We do a desktop appraisal. We look at the rehab list, and based on the square footage, we analyze that. So we don't need to send an inspector out there. So we don't. You've already saved close to $1,000 on inspection and an appraisal. We do not charge you for, okay, just by doing the deal. So you're already ahead of the game. You hadn't closed yet. Once we close 3 days later, we have very unique too. Tell them about the draws.
The draws I'm wearing?
Tell them about your draws.
So
What color draws you got on?
So typically on a fix and flip loan, you're going to have a draw to where you finish a portion of the rehab and an inspector has to come out to make sure that it's
Draws
been
you're wearing.
done,
You're an idiot.
to make sure that that the part of the rehab that actually has been completed, and they're typically going to charge you between $100 to $150 for the inspection. Now, what we're doing now is all you have to do is take a picture of whatever you completed, send it in, and you get a same-day direct deposit
That's right.
for that portion of the
Which
draw.
makes a huge difference. I mean, you pay your guys same as cash. So
Yeah.
that's
Some
huge.
man, what they were doing before,
It was.
they weren't
3
even
to
doing
5,
direct
7
deposit.
days, yeah.
They weren't even doing direct deposit. They were mailing you a check.
Yeah.
That's gonna help.
Yeah. Check to the mail. You know,
Exactly.
it's going to make a big difference. Oh, I thought I saw a wreck out there.
No, someone running back for us.
Oh, we get a lot of things going on. It is like being in the front row of a zoo here sometimes. There's traffic.
My
there's-
question is, who's the one in the cage?
I don't know. I think we're in the cage here. You know, we got a lot going on as far as on the private side as well. We talk about the conventional side. We'll talk more about that here in a little bit. But right now on the private side, the fix and flips are our forte. We can get in and out of those deals quick for you. I mean, we close them in a matter of days, like I said. Mm-hmm. If you need 100% financing, now, this golden finger award goes to myself because I said no one gives you 100% financing. I'm an idiot. Okay. Now, with that being said, here's why I'm an idiot.
Right. How frequently are you going to find an investment account or investment fund or private fund or hard money lender, any of those, that's usually going to do 100% financing?
In your lifetime, probably very few.
Very, very, very few.
Guess what?
Hey, think of it like this, okay? Why would someone give you all the money and take all the risk on a real estate investment property if you're going to make all the profit?
Right.
They want to make sure that you're legitimate, that you're actually trying to move forward with it. Remember back when you had your home building company?
Yeah.
And now this is where draws came from, not these draws. But this is where draws.
It's clean draws.
Where draws came from, because you were giving them the rehab budget.
Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah.
Up front.
Oh, we gave you a checking account with $200,000 and say, go build a home.
Yeah.
People buy trucks. They, and I tell them, dude, you can't buy a truck, you're constructing funds. Already did. Want me to take it back?
Too late.
Yeah.
So
But this
that's why
is
we
very
have a separate
similar
thing.
in that 100% financing, we actually have a fund that we can do 100% of your finance. Means you're 100% of your rehab, 100% of purchase price, all kit and caboodle on. Here's the thing. There's an upside to a backside to it as well, is the interest rate's a little bit higher. But remember, fix and flip, 60 days, 30 days, unless you just got extensive rehab. So, you close quick, and it's close that we can get you closed about a week's time. And the only thing you're paying for is your standard closing costs, your title costs, and things of that nature. So on a $100,000 deal, what do you think? $3,000, $4,000? Under 10
For what?
closing costs.
Yeah, about 10.
Yeah.
Under 10.
Under 10. So
Under
you're
10.
probably looking at $5,000-$6,000.
I mean,
closing
expect
costs.
your total closing costs. I mean, with origination fee and everything. I mean, expect 4 to 5%.
Yeah. Yeah. And so now think about this. Maybe on, let's say, $100,000 deal, you're probably going to pay about $5,000-$6,000 at closing. Now, if this was the deal that does not do this, not our 100% fund, you're that same closing, you're going to bring in a larger gap. So you need to bring in about 15% plus your closing costs, somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000. So that makes a huge difference in out-of-pocket money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Out-of-pocket money is big to some people now. The flip side of that coin is, as an investor, you don't go out and put $300,000 property under contract and expect to come to closing with $10,000.
Right. You're going to want to make sure that you've got, I mean, even if you want to include your closing cost in it, expect 20% of the whole deal. Okay, with your closing costs, your down payment. I mean, you hear about 75% ARV.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my purchase and my rehab are only 65% of the ARV. That doesn't mean that it's going to be 100% financed. Now, even with 100% financing that we have, it's expensive.
Yeah.
It ain't the cheapest one out there. And to get a better deal, quote unquote, you're still going to be you still expect to put some money down. You can't just expect to I found a great house, give me all the money for it.
And I want to talk about too. You just said something. Expect to find a great deal. The great deals are really hard to find. We're in Houston. We loan nationwide. Different areas of the country, such an example, Florida right now. Florida deals are going like, wow. I mean, Florida's got some really good deals out there. Houston is getting tougher to find a good deal. They're out there. It's just, you just got to find those deals. Now, wholesalers out there are knocking on doors. They're putting deals on the contract. And I want to talk about this because this is another forte of ours. We have I wouldn't say a guaranteed buyers list, but we have a very wealthy buyers list. We met with one of our buyers today who's begging for deals right now. I mean, I would say begging, but he's pretty much saying, guys, I got all this money. I need to do something with it. Find me something to do with it. Mm-hmm. And Jared gave him his bank account number, and nothing happened. So I'm not sure what happened on that. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. But so my point is this. That's just one of our so-called guaranteed buyers. We have a list of them, and we know these people individually. We've met with them face-to-face. We've vetted them out ourselves. We've done tons of business with most all of them. I mean, we've done a lot of deals with them. And if you're a wholesaler and you have a deal, explain how we're going to help wholesalers, Jared.
So we're setting up a platform for wholesalers to be able to list their off-market. I understand it's kind of an oxymoron, off-market deals being listed, but we're setting up an off-market listing site to where wholesalers can go in, and instead of having to split the fee, because many wholesalers hate to do that, whatever your assignment fee may be, you're not having to split the fee. It's just going to be a one fixed amount fee per transaction.
Yeah, because what you're saying, it makes sense. If I got a big, extensive buyers list, I know I can sell your home probably by the end of today with this list. And I tell you, you know what? Let me sell this deal, and you're making $10,000 difference on this on your contract. 50% goes to me, 50% goes to you. Okay, well, you're gonna give a half. Mm-hmm. Jared's saying we're not even gonna do that. We got a flat fee. And that flat fee is paid once the deal is done.
Yeah, and it's not going to be. I mean, you want to make sure that if you found the deal and if you've got it priced right, and you've got one hell of an opportunity, you want to make sure that you profit as much as you can.
Yep.
With the buyers list that we have, I mean, hell, we have some really seriously hungry buyers.
Man,
and you want to, we can get it moved. We can get it sold same day.
Yeah.
And I understand you don't want to let go of the fee that you built in there, and that's fine. This is just a one flat
but
fee.
But don't try to make $30,000 on a wholesale deal unless you got a really large deal.
Yeah.
So
you're saying if I've got a $48 million office building, I can't make more than
but if
$5,000.
Our wholesale deals are generally about $200,000 below, and those
make your $5,000 to $10,000 assignment fee
right.
and make it reasonable. I mean, let's be realistic. I mean, if you had a deal like the one that we were talking to Uncle C about earlier, I mean, he
Uncle
picked
C,
up.
See the code words?
Yeah, he picked up a house. Now this is years ago.
Yeah,
he picked up $100,000 house, $800 because they had to get out. They were going to lose the house to foreclosure.
Yeah.
So they were behind their taxes like $2,000. So he paid the $2,000 for that, and paid them $800, put that in their pocket, and then made off like a bandit. And when he sold the home for over $100,000.
Dude, here's what happened.
All profit.
These wholesalers, there's nothing wrong with it. But a wholesaler goes out and finds a deal, and they suddenly say, "I've got the gold," and they try to make this huge gap. All you're doing, you're not out digging ditches in summertime. You're not out. You put it on paper, and you're flipping the paper. Make your $5,000
There's two pieces to a wholesale. There's finding it, and then there's selling it.
Yep, does you no good if you can't sell it.
Yeah, but and then you've got realtors.
Well, before you even go there, I know where you're going. Before you even go there, the wholesalers' other issue is this: they're trying to sell it to other people out there who have no money to buy it, but they're going to wholesale it, and that starts
the time wasters.
The time wasters.
The time wasters.
The second Golden Finger Award goes to the time wasters.
So today the official Golden Finger Award is going to go to time wasters.
Oh,
people
my
who
God.
say either I've got a deal and the deal's worth shit. Or the ones who, so you're trying to wholesale a property, you've got it marketed at a great price. There's a great profit potential on it, and you post it just like everyone else does. Posts it on Facebook in one of the Facebook groups, and says, "Hey, would anybody be interested in this? ARV's this. Here's how much the rehab budget is. I'm only asking X amount of dollars," and then you have all the people in there say, "Hey, I'm interested."
Yeah,
I'm interested. I'm a cash buyer.
Yeah. How many of them can actually show you a bank statement or a printout that day that shows they're a cash buyer?
Out of 10 people, 10, 15 people that may comment, you may have one that's the cash. So now, I mean, a lot of them are going to use hard money lenders. They're going to use private funders like we are, and which is fine. That's just cool. I mean, that's why we're able to. That's why it's so important that we could do it in 2 or 3 days.
Even that guy's going to have the money in the bank for the gap.
Right, the gap. Yeah. I mean, how many times have we gotten phone calls? They've got a deal. They're buying a house for $80,000. It's going to be worth $500,000 when they're done, and they're like, "But I need that 100% financing."
Yeah. I saw this show at 2 a.m. last night.
Yeah, it's like how you can make money using other people's money.
That's right.
Do you have access to other people's money?
Now we're going to also talk about the difficult conversations we've had with certain professions. How about that? Is that a good way to put it?
That's going to be on the next one.
Oh, the next one.
That's good because today the official Golden Finger Award goes to
The Time Wasters.
Yes, realtors can totally understand this.
Yes.
They've got someone saying that, they're a buyer, they're a motivated buyer, and I really need to buy a place. I'm going to go ahead and buy it. Just find me something, and then it turns out that they ain't got a pot
That's
to piss
why
in or
they
window
ask
throw it
you
out of.
for a proof of funds prior to taking out showing a home. It makes common sense.
Yeah, no, it really does. But I mean, even a proof of funds letter, what's that worth?
Yeah, I know. How much is paper? Like 0.2 cents?
Yeah, I can print out a proof of funds letter.
Do you need one? We could sell those, couldn't we?
Yeah, that'd be nice if we could. I think next time we might have to do that. Can
might
I
have
get
to
a proof
do
of funds
that.
letter? Yeah, it's $199.
$199. That's it for proof funds.
Yeah, but I mean that's amazing. So then you go out, and you spend your time, you spend hours and hours and hours, and you're trying to find them the right house in the right neighborhood at the right price, the right school for their kids, and you put all this in there. You try to put it in a little package with a bow on it and make it look all pretty. And they're like, all right, well, do you have a lender that can finance this at 100%? Because we don't really have the finances. Right
We are one of the few lenders who can, but it still takes a week on the 100%.
No, I meant on like traditional.
Oh, physically impossible. Yeah.
But I mean, that's where the realtors come in,
Right.
Because the realtors see that.
And
the realtors get their time
I
wasters.
feel
We get
sorry
our
for
time
realtors.
wasters.
And realtors get more time wasters, but unfortunately, fortunately, they're trained to screen them on the phone.
Yeah, a lot of them are, but a lot of them still get sucked into it. 'Cause,
Yeah.
all right, if you've had a bad month or
Yeah.
a bad 2 months,
Right.
and you get a guy call you saying, "Hey, I'm wanting to buy a house."
Yeah.
Yeah,
good
you're
point.
going to get excited. You're going to jump on that. Honestly, that money's going to be spent before you even found a house. You're like, I'm going to make $5,000 on this. I'm going to make $10,000 on this. You'd be like, woohoo!
That's one of the reasons why we will ask for 2 months bank statements. We do 2 reasons. One, we need to. It's part of we got to verify those funds. And even for a proof of funds letter, I got to see 2 months bank statements to make sure that this is a legitimate deal, that you can close on a deal. But when a client submits a deal, we need 2 months bank statements in order for us to send this to underwriting. We got to have it.
Yeah, we need to check to make sure that you got money.
Your money. How did my money end up in your account?
Right.
It's just part of the deal, but most investors know this. Hey, this is the end of our first podcast. We're back. Podcast. We're back. This is Allure Financial. We are the Money
Money
Guys.
Guys.
We'll see you in the next one.